In 1830 at Mount Vernon, a recently discharged gardener made a boneheaded move, but amid the crypt's crumbling chaos and coffin confusion, he lost his head and grabbed the wrong one, a relative of Bushrod Washington instead. At the time, the tomb was in such disrepair, coffins rotted, skeletons exposed, it looked more necromancy than necropolis. Thankfully, George and Martha's remains were spared the indignity. Their coffins were sealed tight in lead, preserving their rest in presidential peace. The attempted cranial caper raised more than a couple of eyebrows. It sparked public outrage. In response, the new crypt was constructed in 1831 to make sure no one else tried to get ahead of history. Congress once again floated the idea of moving Washington's remains to the US Capitol, but the family declined, preferring perfect tranquility over posthumous politics. Washington had fought the Revolution to get out of the British rule, but not to get stuck in the Capitol rotunda tours. In 1837, the founding father's coffin was briefly resurrected. Whether prompted by curiosity or real concern that his head had taken a sabbatical, officials took a peek. To their shock, the body was incredibly well preserved and massive. Washington stood over 6 feet tall with a frame that could still command troops, or at least some serious administration. Later, whispers emerged, follicle folklore if you will, that locks of his hair had been snipped and gifted, including to none other than Lafayette. Even centuries later, Washington proved hard to forget and harder still to lay rest. It's a strange chapter in presidential history where reverence, revenge, and relics collided in one bizarre attempted heist.